I used to live in an Amish village. Now, a lot of people always question, how'd you used to live in an Amish village? What happened? Well, I was homeless. I was living behind a bakery, and the bakery was owned by a bunch of Amish people. The Amish people proceeded to be nice to me. The owner, whose name I will not give, let's just call him Jebby. Jebby said, "You don't have to eat the Deos every night. I can help you out." And I said, "Really? You can help me out? You're going to help me, a poor soul?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll help you out. I'm the bishop." And I was like, "What's a bishop?" Bishop owns the Amish community. I didn't know that. That was information I was not privy to. So he, for some reason, this is what messes me up, he owned a Tesla. This Amish man owned a Tesla. He whipped his Tesla and then parked it like 2 miles out, and we rode a horse and buggy into the town. There's no cars from the people that reside in it. You couldn't have cars, and they made most of their money from tourists and selling furniture. Their furniture is very good, and so is their bread. That's what people came there for. I lived in kind of like his guest house. I had an immaculate, amazing time. I loved every minute of it. The first few weeks, pretty chill, pretty cool, nothing too crazy. First week, I was feeding the chickens. I was hanging out with the pigs. I was saying, "Hello, Margaret, how are you doing? Hello, Annabelle. Hi, KK." They call me by my nickname, which was great. Some people would come up to me and say, "Hey, are you covered in charcoal? You're as black as a sheep." And I said, "I'm not covered in charcoal." And they said, "Ye God, why are you so dark?" And they'd pet my hair. And I couldn't say anything because they were housing me and feeding me. I really couldn't say anything. I really didn't care. They were very nice, though. They fed me every night. They made sure I worked because they told me everything here is made by hand. If you eat something, you grow it. If you make something, you make it. If you want to sleep somewhere, you build that bed. You made your bed, lay in it. Amazing man, loved it. Now, I stayed there for 2 months. That was the entirety of time I stayed there. First month, I didn't do anything crazy. Okay, first 3 weeks, I didn't do anything crazy. Now, the first 21 days, I was learning how to do the farm work, churning the butter, making toe jam, learning how to make the bread, and then they taught me how to do making rings and blacksmithing and things of that nature. I knew a lot of Amish blacksmiths, and they taught me how to make weapons and things of that variety. I didn't know they did that in Amish village. It really threw me for a loop. I learned, and I still do help there from time to time, and I'm learning still. Very fun times. So, why am I no longer in Amish village? That was a pretty good gig. Well, I like to ruin things for myself. I'm a little bit of a scoundrel, a rapscallion, a little bit of a scallywag. The women noticed me. They were like, "Oh, hello, charming black boy." And I said, "Good evening. How goes it?" "It goes well. I bet it does. Perhaps you would like to take us ride on the dark side." And they said, "Oh, dark side. Yes. Star Wars. Have you ever seen it?" "No. I don't even know what that is." And they genuinely didn't know what it was because they've never seen media, it seems. So, sometimes, this happened twice while I was there, the 18-year-olds would have a chance to go out in the Amish society and go see if they liked it. And they asked me how it was, and I would explain all these amazing things. "Oh, yeah, we got like Walmart and popcorn and hummus." And they were like, "Hummus?" I said, "Hummus. You don't know about hummus, do you?" They were like, "No, I have no idea." And I said, "That's what I thought. Figures. You're not learning about the lore." And they said, "What is lore?" And I said, "You'll learn when you go out." I also began to, there was a bunch of women who found me very appeasing. And they proceeded to find a particular interest in me. And this interest led to them being very promiscuous. And when they were promiscuous, I said, "Whoa, what the frick? What's going on here? What the frick?" So, yeah. Everybody discovered that a lot of women were finding me very attractive, and I was doing the deed. I was doing the deed. And then they proceeded to have a meeting. I never realized that they had a town meeting, and they said, "All right, we're going to give you a few dollars, and you'll be on your way. You've learned enough here. If you ever need us, please come back, but you cannot stay here." They helped me get a place. They helped me get a one-bedroom apartment, actually. It was very nice of them. I put them down as my references. And as much as it's hard to believe, a few of them actually had, like, phones. It was nice to actually have people that looked out for you or behind your back. I just was doing too much out there. But it was nice. It was nice. So that's how I know Amish blacksmiths.